Instagram, a widely popular app with over 700 million users all across the world.
It allows even the most inept photographers to create masterpiece images that can be shared with as many or as few people as they choose. With features such as the like button, the tagging feature, and direct messaging, Instagram is truly one of the most used social media apps of our time. One of its most innovative features, though, is its users' ability to view celebrities, thoughts, and photos with a simple click on that blue follow button. You can see what Chris Pratt, The Rock, and Jennifer Lopez are doing with an easy click on the sunset-colored Instagram icon.
Instagram has created a fun and entertaining digital place where young people can see pictures of their friends' activities, comment on new movies, and watch a video on the Explore page. And it's a great pastime when you're bored. With new content constantly being uploaded, you can mindlessly scroll through your feed for hours on end.
But how did Instagram come to be? Well, Stanford graduates Kevin Systrom and Mike Krieger are the answers to that question. They had each heard many complaints from friends and coworkers that it was nearly impossible to take a good photo on their mobile devices. So Systrom had an idea that could change that. His idea involved a site on which it would not only be easy and quick to share pictures with friends, but there would also be several filters and editing options that would make it possible to have the ideal photo that people were yearning to take. Instagram would also be able to easily link to other social media apps, upload photos in seconds, and make people's photo sharing experience fast, simple, and beautiful. This is how Systrom and Krieger came to meet, each of them wanting this hypothetical to become reality. With the two each engaged in technology internships, they had the knowledge and resources to make it come to life. After over a year spent working, October 6, 2010 marked the day that Instagram was finally launched for the world to see.
And it was a huge success. Within 24 hours, 25,000 people had signed up and begun using the app. So successful, in fact, that within months, celebrities were creating accounts and recognizing Instagram as a true source of digital fun. A mere year and a half after its official launching date, Instagram became so powerful that the large corporation of Facebook was eager to get it on its massive successfulness. In April of 2012, Instagram was purchased by Facebook.
So Instagram was set out to be this amazing new innovative thing, right? But all great things come with their flaws. While Instagram may have brought around many great innovations in the world of technology, with that came some major issues.
Can really disconnect people under the disguise of being a connector. Part of the issue with Instagram is people are generally posting more like the highlights of their life as opposed to the regular everyday parts. So it can kind of create a distorted sense of what life is actually like. And there's been, some studies that show that the more social media someone's on, the more depressed that can make them. Not necessarily that it's a cause, but it can exacerbate those feelings of isolation and loneliness. Things with Instagram that's really photo-based impact body image, facets like that.
Depression, anxiety, body image, self-esteem, fear of missing out.
People look at Instagram and all they see is how they're not good enough. They don't see fitspiration, they see a reason to skip lunch. They don't see their peers having fun, they see their friends intentionally leaving them out of activities. They don't see the heart-shaped like button, they see the need for that subscript next to it to reach as high as possible. They need their pictures to be flawless, and if they don't get enough likes, then they will be deleted. They don't see a fun outlet to post about their lives. They see a cutthroat race in which they need to be on top. They need to have the best weekend pics. They need to have the most likes. They need to look the skinniest. They need to be the most fit. They need to look the most perfect, and they never are.
3 years ago, 52% of 13 to 17-year-olds were on Instagram. Since then, that number has risen to the 70s. Thus, nearly 3/4 of the population looking at these posts that have been photoshopped, edited, and filtered in order for that person to get ahead in that unspoken race. And when young people look at these posts, these unattainable perfect images of people that they may not even know, their mental state can become plagued with issues like anxiety, depression, self-esteem issues, and eating disorders, among others.
So how great is Instagram really? While it may be fun occasionally, there is a very high cost at which the enjoyment of this app comes. According to the Royal Society for Public Health in the UK, Instagram is the most detrimental app for the mental health of young people. In fact, experts believe social media in general has as many negatives as it does benefits. So how does this idea, this brainchild created by Kevin Systrom and Mike Krieger 8 years ago, get to be such a negative aspect of our lives? At first, this amazing innovation was regarded as an incredible feat of technology, used by millions of people for the harmless task of sharing photos. But now, what has happened to this fun site?
When did Instagram become an unintentionally hateful place? When did it become such an influential and powerful force among young people? When did it become, according to experts, a place in which even half an hour spent on its pages can lead to negative effects on body image? When did it become, say some young people, more important than real life?
To these questions, we may never know the real answer. It could just be something inside of us that leads to this brutal comparison between ourselves and others. So, is there really any way to fix this problem? The Royal Society for Public Health, in order to give aid to the situation, has proposed a mandatory labeling of Instagram photos that have been edited. While a good idea, this still has yet to come into effect. However, even if this obligatory marker was placed on a picture, would it really solve this massive issue? We may never know. It depends on the individual if they pay attention to these Instagram models, these subtle messages of inadequacy. Many people around us have already felt the negative impacts of Instagram. How many more have to experience them for us to say no more? How many more have to suffer before something finally changes? The negative effects of Instagram on mental health and body image are ongoing, yet it is fully unknown whether they will ever really be resolved.